Hey everyone! Hello, hello! It is Lauren here from Color the Kitty and Stampin' Up. Alright, so I've got a different type of camera settings happening tonight because I'm trying a way to not have the autofocus. So, the downside that I've learned is each time I go do a video, each time I swap camera views, I gotta reset my settings. I'm like, that's a bit of a pain in the butt. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna be working here tonight with the Paper Pumpkin Kit, Key to My Heart, January 2023, and we're gonna work with it. I'm noticing it's actually a little more orange than red. That's interesting. So that's something I'll have to look into with my camera settings. So here is the project from last week, which is really cute. So let's make another one today. Now, I think I have everything ready, although knowing me, I might be missing a few items, but I'll wing it. The ink for the month was Fresh Freesia. We have some thread, we've got a bunch of stamps, that's kind of fun, and we got a whole bunch of instructions here. So I always like to go back to the front. We're going to do the purple tonight, and that's probably going to be a lot of fun. So on this section will tell me all the pieces for Mr. Purple. So let's just take a look and see what we find. Alright, so as I get organized here, which is, I'm very disorganized tonight, as I can see. So let's pull what we need. Let's kind of pull everything out of the box and then backtrack from there. Minus the envelopes, because I just always keep them there. So I'm going to need my dimensionals. I may or may not need glue dots, but I think in the meantime I'll just pull them out. We are going to need this, and that die cut. So we definitely will need that. We're going to need some vellum. We got a nice big vellum circle according to the instructions. We're going to need a tag of some sort. I want to call it zigzag. I don't know why. I'm just having one of these weird days. I don't think I need that. I don't think I need that card base. I think I need the beautiful purpley card base. That'll be fun. And I think that's it for card bases. And then I got more just extra pieces here. Okay. I think that's what we need. Time shall tell. This will be adventure. So I'm just going to put my box aside. Let's pull in all the stuffs we need. So it's a portrait orientation, so I can already, right away, stamp my colored kitty. But I'm also going to open this up to the page of the instructions. So I'm going to more or less follow the concept and then just kind of work back from there. So let's stamp. We got a stamp on this anyway. Okay, cool. Stamping time. Alright, so I have stamps here somewhere. I've got the ink here. I've got the thread. I've got a block here somewhere. Let's clean it a little. My desk is in process of working on card class materials. Because I've been doing more of a conscious effort each week to make a bunch of stuff. So let's do this panel, and then we'll do that panel, and then we'll go from there. Whoops. I had some difficulty bringing myself to this task tonight because I am exhausted, and I was so tempted to take a night off. Technically, I'm taking Saturday off, so I already have a date planned for self time. So there's the kitty stamp with the Fresh Freesia. Just giving it a quick cleanse, which is not going very well because I got balancing at the end of my desk here. Alright, we got the Fresh Freesia. Because, yeah, as I said, my desk is still half in process of other things I'm working on. I have freed up more space on my desk, which is really, really good, kitty. I'm getting more organized. As much as I seem like I'm so disorganized each week, I definitely feel disorganized tonight. I am getting more organized with projects, more planning, a lot more intentional thought. And yeah. my sweater's annoying me. And I got my mic on my sweater, which is being slightly annoying. So I've got the created by stamped. And then because I may or may not sell this card, I might as well just put Stampin' Up on it. That way I can move forward. So there's Stampin' Up. I know it's kind of tone on tone with the Fresh Freesia on Fresh Freesia, but still looks really good. Okay, so we got that. So then according to the instructions, let me put this somewhere because I'm disorganized. It wants hearts on here, so let's do that now. We've got some nice hearts happening. Nice photopolymer stamps. First time, I think, using the hearts, probably. Quick seasoning, which helps them. It makes the ink stamp on them, go on them a little easier, and it makes it nicer stamping. In my opinion, anyway. I think it works. So I'm going to give some generous ink, because if you remember last week's video, I found that ink pad to be a little lacking. But I think it just needs a lot of firm pressure, and then I may or may not use my other ink pad, because I actually have I think I have the full size of this color anyway. So if I really, really need it, I can pull it out. The Paper Pumpkin ink spots are decent, but they're not always useful. Especially if you're working with bigger stamps. Definitely need something to help do its job. I used to. It's just because of scheduling a time in life. But for a while there, I was on a painting craze, and I was watching a lot of Plaid Crafts, especially Andy Jones. Andy Jones is awesome. He would, yeah. You know what? I have somewhere along the way lost my materials, and I found them. I'm so disorganized today. Yeah, so Andy Jones, there's a story to this. He would talk about when painting is, the phrase is, never send a boy to do a man's job. And I just loved how he would say it. What that means is, if the job requires a larger paintbrush, use the large paintbrush. Don't use an itty bitty paintbrush if you're going to need a bigger paintbrush. And it's just, because he had a funny way of saying it, it sticks in my head, because he's really talented artist. Like I said, I watched a lot of his, for a while there, I was watching so many Plaid Craft videos and learning. There was only one or two that I actually, definitely really only one of his, I actually sat down, followed the instructions, and it was beautiful, and loved it. So it's like, yeah, it's my goal to get back into painting. It's just time. Time is not my friend, because me, who decided to go down this, wanting to create my little Stampin' Up! Empire here, has led me to be so busy. I'm just like beyond busy, and it's an adventure. I actually had some exciting news today. A friend of mine reached out, and she potentially wants to join my team, and I'm like, awesome, please do, and feel free to ask any questions. Just make an adjustment here because I've got things falling over. Like I said, my desk is in a bit of a chaos, and I'm waiting to hear back from her if she's going to follow through on it. She has to jump through a few extra hoops that I anticipate was going to happen, but that's all good. So hopefully. And also, our team is having a specific recruitment challenge. So I am looking for 10 volunteers. Let me explain this carefully. 10 volunteers to allow me to talk about recruiting. That's what I'm at. I'm not asking to recruit. Well, I am. In a way, I am. But I'm doing it in a way of, it's the team challenge to reach out to 10 people with an information package about recruiting. And why I want to do it, because there's an incentive with the team. And the other thing is, especially with direct sales, they keep telling us, if we don't ask, we don't know, which is fair. If we don't ask, we don't know. So I think it's a good exercise for me to attempt the recruitment challenge as well. It gives me practice to talk about recruitment, and it gives me a chance to check in with my regulars on where do they feel they want to be about the topic. And if they don't want to join, that is perfectly okay. So the challenge is to talk about recruitment. There's no obligation to get people to gotta recruit. So let me clarify that for all of you. Alright, so I just popped out my die cuts, and I'm gonna pop out the rest of the pieces here. So that way, if there's any clarification on what will, oh no, Lauren wants to talk about recruitment. No, because no one wants to hear about recruitment. No, I get it. I can totally relate to the recruitment topic, because I get cold messaged all the time, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it either. But no, and also part of the challenge is creating a recruitment package, which at some point when I put it together, I'm going to show it as it isn't interesting. Because I'm going to make my own Stampin' Up! Folder. I have some here actually, but I want to keep them for me. So I gotta make up a Stampin' Up! Folder. Okay, so I just got all these the rest of the pieces I need for the most part, except for the thread, but we'll come to that at the end. So I've got this really nice circle, and it's occurred to me I need a tool, and I don't know where it is. Oh boy. My tool. My pokey stick. I actually don't know where it is right now. Welcome to Chaotic Kitty on this lovely night. Yeah, no, where did I put it? Okay, now it's gonna bug me where to put my pokey tool. Okay, just give me a moment to move all this stuff on my desk. Of course, I go to do a video and I have no idea. Okay, I'll wing it with that. I have no idea where it is right now. Like, it's here somewhere. It's just, everything is so buried and chaotic, and I don't know what to do. I could probably use something else. I'll just do another double check just in case I just can't see it. And I can't see it for the life of me. Wow. I got this nice 31 item to keep a whole bunch of random items in. Where's my pokey tool? Oh, it's gonna bug me now. Are you here? Are you here? I'm just gonna move a couple of things just in case it jumps out. Yeah, I have no idea where it is. Oh my. Well, that's great. I've lost a tool. One more check. One more spot I have here. Found it. There it is. It was hiding under a pile of stuff. Okay. This isn't Stampin' Up!, but this is so useful for doing glue dots on here. Oh my. Okay, let's see if we can get through this video, because I'm running behind. Because I gotta do my other video. So I use this to pick up the little itty bitty glue dots, because it just makes it so much easier to use. And there we go. So just put on there. It shows, it's actually strategically showing me. So that way it goes on and then flip over, because it'll be hidden by the next round of pieces soon. So I've got my glue dots. It's just this time I really want to use those glue dots. But I'm starting to keep them because people are asking about glue dots. And hey, if you're ever watching, feel free to chime in and say hi. Feel free to ever send me a message if you have questions. So I'm just gluing that down with little 2 itty bitty glue dots, which I hope that stays on. Actually, it's staying on. That's pretty durable. So then it wants the 2 locks, not the key yet, but the 2 locks and the tag to use dimensionals. Dimensionals are these lovely 3D foam adhesives. Essentially, it makes things pop up. So 3D-ish. So it helps if I maybe flip these over. Because again, chaotic kitty of the night. I hope I see good tonight. No, in my luck, I do the video, I get hyper, then I go walk the dog after my videos, and I will be hyper. More hyper, and I won't sleep tonight. So yeah, that's great. Okay. I know, I'm such a chatty kitty tonight. Chatty catty. So I'm just gonna stick on one lock. So how the 3D works is it's hard, kind of hard to tell on camera, but it's, yes, you can kind of see them in there. That's the 3D effect, and they're pretty okay for mailing. Generally putting on super layers and layers of these, like on top, on top, on top, isn't really best for the mail, but they're pretty darn cool. Okay, so we've got that. Then we gotta dimensional the tag as well. The love is the key phrase today. Alright, love is the key. And then that's gonna go kind of sort of there. It might be a little crooked, and I don't care. It's whimsy. Let's make it whimsically crooked. And then it has a key here. I need to get some thread. And it's telling me 6 inches. Okay. 6 inches. And there's actually a ruler on the Paper Pumpkin instructions, which is really, really useful, my friends. If you ever need a ruler while you're crafting for a quick measurement of sizes. I even got my scissors out, so I was slightly prepared tonight. Okay, so let's get 6 inches. I'm just going to use the edge of this piece of board that's actually a cutting board, ironically. Is it 6 inches? Yeah. Just want to make sure I actually read it correctly. So that's approximately 6 inches. And I'll just stick that up there. Kind of twirl this back together a little bit. Put it back in its little bag. These baggies are awesome. These baggies are so great for doing diamond dots. So, useful, useful. Okay, so then I'm going to start putting some stuff away. Alright, so according to the instructions, I got to make a bow on that key. And I am horrible at making bows, so I am just going to wing it tonight. So let's just get it on through. I probably make it harder than it looks. Yep. Okay, here, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to get some glue dots on, glue it down, and then finish that bow because... Now, I'm going to swap glue dots because I'm trying to use up some of my older ones. So let me grab those now. So I love these type of glue dots personally. And again, my pokey stick is awesome for picking them up. And yet, it's actually too awesome today. It's totally shredding it. Now I got the wax paper stuck to my hand. It's stuck to my hand. Oopsie. Oh my. Alright, I was going to grab the other one. I had the instructions here. Okay. That way I'll just stick it on there. Now it's stuck to my hand. Okay. Either way, I got it. So then it's supposed to go kinda, sorta in between these. So I'm going to glue it down, then I'm going to tie my bow. See, it helps if the object I'm tying it to, the string I'm tying it to, is still not in motion. It's attached to something. So that's my preference. Alrighty, we're almost done here. We actually are really almost done. And then I should have cut a little longer because I am not good at tying bows, but that's okay. I almost had it. I know, I make it so hard, don't I? And there is my bow. I just want to fix it because I almost pulled it out. So I'm going to have to fix it. Fudge. Gotta love doing videos. Well, I got a double knot there. That's okay with me. Let me try this one more time. I don't know. There's another way to tie bows. This is the only way I ever learned for making a knot. And it's like, I know. My sensei was trying to teach it one day, and I'm like, no, I'll just do what I know. There we go. There is a horrible looking bow, but it's me. It's whimsy-ish me because I don't do bows very well. So I'm just going to adjust it a little, and there is a nice little Valentine card, or it doesn't even have to be Valentine's. It could be for anything, really. All right, everyone. So I'm going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to be back on shortly for the next video, which is the Color the Kitty video, and I think that's all we need for this project. So 2 out of 3 are done. The next one will most likely be next week, unless I feel like crafting this weekend. But this weekend is my birthday, so I'm intending to not do much Stampin' Up! This weekend. I'm intending to have a vacation with myself. I'm going to try to get some stuff done. I'm going to have a self-party. I do plan to do some crafting, yes, but I'm looking at a different path for the weekend. So that's the plan. So there we go. So everyone, feel free to #replay, like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe. Thanks everyone for checking me out, and we'll be back soon. Bye for now.